The discovery. In the vast expanse of the galaxy, warships were the ultimate symbols of power. Each species had its own version, from sleek, fast ships to massive, heavily armed behemoths. These vessels dominated the space lanes, engaging in battles that shaped the fate of entire star systems. However, in a quiet corner of this grand theater, humanity's warships were just beginning to make their mark. The Galactic Council, a prestigious assembly representing the most advanced species, had always seen human technology as primitive. Humans had been considered a minor player in galactic affairs, their warships labeled as outdated and inefficient. But that perception was about to change. It all started when a small fleet of human warships was assigned to patrol a distant sector. This area was known for its relative calm, with few conflicts and even fewer important resources. The Galactic Council had assigned the patrol to ensure that humans stayed busy and out of the way of more significant galactic matters. The human fleet, led by Admiral Sarah Mitchell, was composed of ships that had seen better days. Their hulls were scuffed, and their designs were less sleek than their galactic counterparts. However, Admiral Mitchell and her crew were known for their resourcefulness and determination. They approached their mission with the same tenacity that had become a hallmark of human ingenuity. One day, as the fleet conducted its routine patrol, sensors picked up an unusual signal. It was faint but persistent, emanating from a nearby asteroid belt. The signal's pattern was irregular, unlike anything the humans had encountered before. Admiral Mitchell, curious and cautious, ordered a closer investigation. The human warships moved slowly towards the source of the signal. Their approach was careful, and every scan was meticulously analyzed. The asteroid belt was dense and treacherous, filled with floating debris and rocky formations. Navigating through it required precision and skill. Despite the challenging environment, the human crew remained focused and alert. As they drew closer, the source of the signal became clearer. It was an alien ship, heavily damaged and drifting aimlessly. The ship's design was unfamiliar, and its technology was beyond human comprehension. The crew of the human warship could only speculate about the origins and purpose of the vessel. Admiral Mitchell decided to investigate further. The damaged ship was an opportunity to learn and perhaps recover valuable technology. A boarding party was sent over to the alien vessel. The crew, equipped with protective gear and advanced tools, carefully made their way inside. What they found inside the alien ship was both surprising and intriguing. The vessel was equipped with advanced technology, far superior to anything humans had encountered before. Its weapon systems were sophisticated, and its navigation controls were complex. The human crew was astonished by the level of technology, but they were also cautious. The ship's condition suggested it had been in a fierce battle. Back on their own warship, the crew began analyzing the alien technology. They worked tirelessly, trying to understand how it functioned and how it could be applied to human technology. The discoveries made were groundbreaking. The alien technology offered insights into energy shields, propulsion systems, and weaponry that could revolutionize human warships. News of the discovery soon reached the Galactic Council. The council members were intrigued and alarmed. They had always dismissed human technology as primitive, but this find suggested that humanity might possess untapped potential. The council decided to observe the human fleet more closely and to monitor any developments that might arise from this discovery. Admiral Mitchell and her crew continued their work with a sense of purpose. They were determined to integrate the new technology into their own warships. Their efforts were driven by the desire to prove themselves and to demonstrate that human technology was not to be underestimated. As the weeks passed, the human warships underwent a transformation. The newly integrated technology improved their performance, making them faster and more powerful. The human fleet, once seen as a minor player, now began to show signs of formidable strength. The Galactic Council's initial dismissal of human technology was being challenged. The council members watched with growing interest as human warships demonstrated their new capabilities. The balance of power in the galaxy was shifting, and the once overlooked human fleet was becoming a significant force. The discovery of the alien ship had far-reaching implications. It not only provided valuable technology, but also marked the beginning of a new era for humanity. The human warships were no longer just another fleet. They were becoming a force to be reckoned with. The galaxy watched with anticipation, eager to see what the future held for the newly empowered human fleet. The discovery was just the beginning. The human fleet's new capabilities would soon be tested in ways they could never have imagined. The galaxy was about to witness a transformation that would change the dynamics of power and conflict. And at the heart of it all was the once dismissed human warships, now poised to make their mark on the grand stage of galactic battles. Rising concerns. In the months following the discovery of the alien ship, the galaxy buzzed with new rumors and concerns. The once dismissed human warships had transformed into a topic of serious discussion among the galaxy's most influential leaders. The Galactic Council, already on edge from various crises, now faced an unprecedented challenge: the unexpected rise of human power. The Council convened in an emergency session. Representatives from various species filled the Grand Hall, their faces reflecting a mix of anxiety and curiosity. The Council chamber, with its high-tech displays and shimmering lights, was the nerve center of galactic governance. But today, its atmosphere was charged with tension. The Council's chair, a wise and respected leader named Councillor Threx, called the meeting to order. "We are here to discuss a matter of grave importance," Threx began, his voice resonating through the chamber. "The recent advancements in human technology, derived from the alien ship we found, have put us all on high alert." The representatives listened intently as the Council's chief analyst presented a report on the latest developments. The report highlighted how human warships had integrated the alien technology, significantly enhancing their capabilities. Their new energy shields, advanced weapon systems, and improved speed were now creating ripples across the galaxy. "This technology has made human warships far more effective than we anticipated," the analyst explained. "Their new capabilities are reshaping the balance of power. We must address this before it escalates further." As the presentation concluded, representatives from different species began to voice their concerns. The Vortons, known for their formidable space fleets, expressed unease. "The human warships are becoming a serious threat to our strategic interests," said Vorton Admiral Zorak. "If we do not act swiftly, we might find ourselves at a disadvantage." The Andromedans, another influential species with a reputation for diplomacy, urged caution. "Let us not rush to conclusions," suggested Andromedan Ambassador Lyra. "We should consider the implications of this new technology and explore options for cooperation rather than conflict." Despite the differing opinions, one thing was clear: the Council needed to act. The fear that human warships could upset the established order was palpable. The Council decided to impose a temporary restriction on the use of human warships in galactic conflicts, aiming to prevent any immediate threats while they deliberated on a long-term strategy. Meanwhile, on the human side, Admiral Sarah Mitchell and her crew were fully aware of the growing concern. They had noticed a change in the way other fleets interacted with them. Patrols were more frequent, and diplomatic encounters were increasingly tense. The humans understood that their newfound power had attracted attention, but they remained focused on their mission. Admiral Mitchell held a meeting with her senior officers to discuss the latest developments. "We knew this day would come," she said, her tone steady. "The Council's decision to restrict our warships is a direct result of our recent advancements. We must stay sharp and be prepared for any challenges that might arise." The officers nodded in agreement. They had seen firsthand the improvements in their ships and knew that their effectiveness could not be ignored. They also understood that they had to navigate this delicate situation carefully. As the Council's restrictions began to take effect, the human fleet faced a new set of challenges. They were forced to adapt their tactics to operate within the new limitations. Stealth and diplomacy became crucial tools as they sought to maintain their strategic edge without provoking further conflict. In the galactic media, stories about human warships began to surface. News outlets and commentators debated the implications of the Council's decision. Some praised the humans for their technological prowess, while others criticized them for upsetting the balance of power. The humans' technological advancements also sparked interest among other species. Some saw opportunities for collaboration and trade, while others viewed it as a threat to their own security. The galaxy was abuzz with speculation, and the situation was evolving rapidly. As the Galactic Council continued to deliberate, they faced pressure from various factions. The Vortons pushed for a more aggressive stance, advocating for stronger measures to counter the perceived threat. The Andromedans, on the other hand, proposed diplomatic talks to address the growing tensions and explore potential partnerships with humans. The Council's decisions were far from unanimous, and the debate raged on. Every species had its own interests and concerns, and finding a balanced approach was proving to be a complex challenge. Admiral Mitchell, aware of the delicate situation, worked tirelessly to build relationships with other species. She engaged in diplomatic efforts, seeking to reassure other leaders of humanity's intentions. Her goal was to demonstrate that the human fleet was not a threat, but a valuable ally in the galactic community. Despite her efforts, the sense of unease persisted. The galaxy was at a crossroads, with humanity at the center of the debate. The restrictions imposed by the Council were a temporary measure, but the long-term implications were still uncertain. As tensions continued to rise, the humans prepared for whatever came next. They knew that their advancements had changed the dynamics of galactic power and that they needed to navigate the shifting landscape with care and strategy. The future of humanity's role in the galaxy was still unfolding, and the journey ahead promised to be both challenging and transformative. The ban. The Galactic Council's Grand Hall was filled with tension as representatives gathered for a decisive meeting. The once bustling chamber was now quiet, the air heavy with anticipation. The recent advancements in human warships had created ripples across the galaxy, and today, the Council would address these changes with a critical decision. Councillor Threx, the chair of the Council, called the meeting to order. His voice, usually calm and authoritative, now carried an edge of seriousness. "We are here to decide on a new policy regarding human warships," he announced. "Recent developments have shown that their technology poses a significant risk to the balance of power." The room was filled with murmurs as the Council members exchanged worried glances. The Vortons, known for their powerful fleets, were especially vocal. Admiral Zorak, their representative, stood up to speak. "The human warships have become a formidable force. Their recent actions have demonstrated capabilities beyond what we expected. If we do not take action now, we might face a serious threat to galactic stability." The Andromedans, with their reputation for diplomacy, countered with a different perspective. Ambassador Lyra addressed the Council with a diplomatic tone. "While we acknowledge the advancements in human technology, we must consider the broader implications. A complete ban could escalate tensions and lead to conflict. We should explore alternative solutions that allow us to manage this situation without provoking further unrest." The debate continued, with various species presenting their viewpoints. Some argued for a strict ban on human warships in major conflicts, while others suggested temporary restrictions to allow time for further assessment. The Council was divided, but the urgency of the situation demanded a swift decision. After hours of discussion, the Council reached a consensus. A temporary ban on human warships was imposed, prohibiting their participation in certain galactic battles. The ban was intended to prevent any immediate threats while the Council conducted a thorough review of human technology and its implications. The news of the ban spread quickly across the galaxy. The human fleet, led by Admiral Sarah Mitchell, was the first to receive the official communication. The message was clear. Their warships were now restricted from engaging in major conflicts. The ban was a significant blow to their operational capabilities and their strategic plans. Admiral Mitchell gathered her senior officers to discuss the situation. The mood in the briefing room was somber as she addressed her team. The Council's decision to impose a ban is a setback. she said, her voice steady but firm. "We must adapt and continue to show our strength in other ways. Our focus now is to navigate these restrictions and find new ways to contribute to galactic security." The officers nodded, understanding the gravity of the situation. They knew that their recent advancements had drawn significant attention, and the ban was a direct response to their growing power. The challenge now was to adapt their strategies and prove that they could still play a vital role in the galaxy despite the restrictions. The human fleet began to implement changes in response to the ban. They focused on non-combat missions, such as humanitarian efforts and reconnaissance. By taking on these roles, they aimed to demonstrate their value to the galaxy while complying with the new regulations. Diplomatic efforts also became a priority. Admiral Mitchell and her team worked to strengthen alliances and build new relationships with other species. They engaged in discussions with representatives from various galactic factions, seeking to reassure them of humanity's peaceful intentions and to explore opportunities for collaboration. In the meantime, the Galactic Council continued its review of human technology. The Council's technical experts conducted detailed analyses of the advancements and their potential impact on galactic stability. They assessed the effectiveness of the new technology and considered how it might be integrated into the broader framework of galactic defense. As the review progressed, the Council faced increasing pressure from different factions. The Vortons and other species who felt threatened by the human warships pushed for more restrictive measures. Meanwhile, the Andromedans and other species advocating for diplomacy continued to push for a balanced approach. The Council's decision to impose the ban had far-reaching effects. The human fleet's operations were limited, but their presence and influence continued to be felt. Despite the restrictions, the humans remained determined to prove their worth and to contribute to the galactic community in meaningful ways. Admiral Mitchell's leadership was crucial during this period. She maintained the morale of her crew and ensured that they remained focused on their mission. Her strategic thinking and diplomatic skills were put to the test as she navigated the complex landscape of galactic politics. As the ban continued, the galaxy watched closely. The human fleet's adaptability and resilience were closely observed by other species. The Council's decision had set a new precedent, and the future of human involvement in galactic affairs was uncertain. The temporary ban was a turning point for humanity. It was a challenge that required not only military prowess, but also diplomatic finesse. The human fleet faced a crucial test as they worked to overcome the restrictions and demonstrate their value in a changing galaxy. In the midst of this uncertainty, one thing was clear: humanity's role in the galaxy was evolving. The decisions made by the Galactic Council and the responses from the human fleet would shape the future of interstellar relations. The ban was just one chapter in a larger story, and the journey ahead promised to be both challenging and transformative. Human strategy. The Galactic Council's decision to impose a ban on human warships had left the human fleet in a precarious position. The once celebrated advancements in technology had now become a source of tension and restriction. With their combat capabilities limited, Admiral Sarah Mitchell and her crew faced the challenge of adapting to the new reality. In the command center of the flagship U.S. Vanguard, Admiral Mitchell and her senior officers gathered for a critical strategy meeting. The room was filled with holographic displays and tactical maps, but today, the focus was less on battle plans and more on adapting to the Council's restrictions. Admiral Mitchell addressed her officers with a determined expression. "We need to rethink our approach. The ban on our warships means we cannot engage in major conflicts, but that doesn't mean we are powerless. We must find new ways to contribute and demonstrate our value to the galaxy." Lieutenant Commander Emily Hart, the fleet's chief strategist, spoke up. "We've been given a unique opportunity to showcase our capabilities in non-combat roles. Human ingenuity has always thrived under pressure. If we focus on humanitarian missions, search and rescue operations, and intelligence gathering, we can still make a significant impact." Admiral Mitchell nodded in agreement. "Exactly. We need to leverage our strengths in areas where our technology and skills can shine. Our goal is to prove that we can be valuable allies and partners in the galactic community. The meeting continued as the officers discussed various strategies. They planned to take on high-profile humanitarian missions to address crises in distant star systems. These missions would highlight their commitment to peace and their ability to provide aid in challenging environments. One of the first missions they undertook was a rescue operation in a sector plagued by natural disasters. A nearby planet had experienced severe earthquakes and volcanic eruptions, leaving its inhabitants in dire need of assistance. The human fleet, with its advanced technology and resourcefulness, was well equipped to handle such emergencies. The U.S. Vanguard and its accompanying ships were dispatched to the disaster zone. The crew worked tirelessly to provide relief, using their technology to create temporary shelters, deliver medical supplies, and assist in the evacuation of affected civilians. The mission was a success, and the positive impact on the planet's population was widely reported across the galaxy. As the human fleet continued to take on humanitarian missions, their reputation began to shift. No longer seen solely as a potential threat, humanity was now recognized for its contributions to galactic well-being. The media coverage of their efforts showcased their compassion and skill, furthering their goal of improving their image. In addition to humanitarian efforts, Admiral Mitchell and her team focused on intelligence gathering and reconnaissance. They conducted discrete operations to gather information about potential threats and strategic developments in the galaxy. This information was shared with the Galactic Council and other allied species, further establishing humanity as a valuable source of intelligence. The human fleet also engaged in diplomatic outreach. Admiral Mitchell and her diplomats met with representatives from various species to build relationships and foster cooperation. They attended galactic conferences and participated in discussions on interstellar policy, working to bridge gaps and address concerns about their technology. Despite these efforts, the ban remained a point of contention. Some factions within the Galactic Council continued to push for stricter measures, while others advocated for a more balanced approach. The debate over the role of human warships persisted, and the Council's decisions continued to impact the human fleet's operations. Admiral Mitchell, however, remained resolute. She understood that the path to overcoming the ban required not only proving their worth, but also demonstrating their commitment to galactic harmony. The human fleet's strategic focus on non-combat roles was a testament to their adaptability and determination. The human fleet's success in these new roles began to shift perceptions. Their humanitarian missions were celebrated as acts of courage and kindness, while their intelligence contributions were valued for their accuracy and insight. The once doubted human warships were now seen in a different light, their value as allies becoming increasingly evident. As the months passed, the Galactic Council's review of human technology continued. The Council's technical experts evaluated the advancements and their implications for galactic security. The ongoing discussions among Council members reflected a growing recognition of humanity's role in the galaxy. Admiral Mitchell and her crew continued to excel in their new roles. Their adaptability and resourcefulness became a source of pride, and their contributions to galactic affairs were widely acknowledged. The human fleet's success in navigating the restrictions set by the Council demonstrated their resilience and strategic acumen. The situation remained dynamic, with ongoing changes in galactic politics and security. The human fleet's ability to thrive despite the ban highlighted their potential as a formidable force. Their commitment to peace, humanitarian aid, and intelligence gathering proved that they could make a meaningful impact on the galactic stage. As the galaxy watched, the human fleet continued to forge ahead. Their strategy of focusing on non-combat roles and building alliances was reshaping perceptions and setting the stage for future developments. The ban imposed by the Galactic Council had challenged them, but it also created an opportunity for humanity to prove its worth in new and impactful ways. The journey of the human fleet was far from over. The challenges they faced and the strategies they employed would shape their future role in the galaxy. With each mission and diplomatic effort, they moved closer to overcoming the restrictions and establishing their place in the galactic community. Covert operations. The temporary ban on human warships had led Admiral Sarah Mitchell and her team to devise new strategies. While their official role in galactic conflicts was restricted, the need for covert operations became clear. The human fleet's expertise in intelligence and discreet actions could be leveraged to serve the galaxy in subtle yet significant ways. In the command center of the U.S. Vanguard, Admiral Mitchell gathered her senior officers to discuss their next steps. The room was dimly lit, and the holographic displays cast an eerie glow on the faces of the crew. Today's briefing was about to take a different turn from their usual humanitarian missions. We need to use our skills in a way that complements our current restrictions. Admiral Mitchell began. Covert operations offer us a chance to gather valuable intelligence and address hidden threats without direct confrontation. Our goal is to support our allies and gather crucial information while staying under the radar. Lieutenant Commander Emily Hart, the fleet's chief strategist, presented a new mission. We've received reports about a growing faction of pirates in the outer rim of the galaxy. These pirates are disrupting trade routes and creating instability. Our mission will be to infiltrate their ranks and gather intelligence on their operations. The plan was risky but necessary. The pirates had been causing problems for several galactic factions, and their activities threatened the stability of key trade routes. The intelligence gathered could help the Galactic Council and their allies take effective action against the pirates. The U.S. Vanguard set course for the Outer Rim, where the pirate activity was reported. The crew prepared for a covert mission, ensuring that their presence remained undetected. The ship's advanced stealth systems would be crucial in avoiding detection as they approached the pirate stronghold. Admiral Mitchell and her team devised a plan to infiltrate the pirates. They would send a small team of elite operatives, led by Lieutenant Commander Hart, to blend in with the pirate crew. The operatives, skilled in disguise and subterfuge, would gather intelligence from within the pirate ranks. The infiltration team, disguised as pirates, boarded a smuggler's ship that had been captured by the pirates. Their mission was to gain access to the pirate base and gather information on their operations. The smuggler's ship was equipped with hidden communication devices to relay information back to the U.S. Vanguard. Inside the pirate base, the infiltration team navigated the complex network of tunnels and control rooms. Their training and experience allowed them to blend in with the pirates and avoid suspicion. They accessed data terminals, intercepted communications, and gathered crucial details about the pirates' plans and supply chains. Meanwhile, the U.S. Vanguard maintained a safe distance, using its stealth capabilities to monitor the situation. The ship's sensors detected increased pirate activity, and the crew worked diligently to stay ahead of any potential threats. The information relayed by the infiltration team was analyzed in real time, providing valuable insights into the pirates' operations. As the infiltration team gathered more information, they discovered a significant plot by the pirates. They planned to attack a major trading hub that was vital to the galactic economy. The attack would have severe repercussions for trade and stability, making it imperative to prevent it. With the new intelligence, Admiral Mitchell coordinated with the Galactic Council and allied factions. The information was shared discreetly to avoid alerting the pirates. The Council and its allies prepared a response plan to thwart the impending attack and ensure the safety of the trading hub. The infiltration team completed their mission and returned to the U.S. Vanguard with critical information. Their success was a testament to their skills and the effectiveness of the covert operations. The data they gathered played a crucial role in preventing the pirate attack and maintaining stability in the galaxy. The success of the covert operation demonstrated the value of human ingenuity and adaptability. Even with the restrictions imposed by the ban, the human fleet proved that it could make a significant impact through discreet and strategic actions. The operation also strengthened alliances and showcased humanity's commitment to galactic security. In the aftermath of the mission, Admiral Mitchell and her team were praised for their efforts. The Galactic Council recognized the importance of their covert operations and acknowledged the human fleet's contributions to maintaining peace and stability. The Council's perception of humanity began to shift as their role in the galaxy became more nuanced and respected. The covert operations also provided valuable experience and insights for the human fleet. The challenges they faced and the strategies they employed refined their skills and prepared them for future missions. The success of their operations reinforced their position as key players in the galactic community. As the human fleet continued its covert operations, they remained vigilant and prepared for new challenges. The ban on their warships had created obstacles, but it also opened opportunities for innovative and impactful actions. The fleet's ability to adapt and excel in covert roles demonstrated their resilience and resourcefulness. The galaxy watched closely as humanity navigated the complexities of interstellar politics and security. The human fleet's covert operations were a testament to their strategic capabilities and commitment to contributing to the galactic community. The journey ahead promised to be both challenging and rewarding as humanity continued to shape its role in the galaxy. The showdown. The galaxy was on edge as the human fleet prepared for a critical confrontation. The covert operation had successfully exposed the pirate faction's plans, revealing an imminent attack on a major trading hub. Now, the time had come to act and prevent the disaster before it could unfold. Admiral Sarah Mitchell stood on the bridge of the U.S. Vanguard, her expression focused and determined. The ship was poised at the edge of the outer rim, where the pirate stronghold had been located. The battle plan was in place, and the crew was ready for the confrontation that lay ahead. The Galactic Council and their allied factions had mobilized their forces in response to the intelligence provided by the human fleet. A coalition of ships, including those from the Vortons, Andromedans, and other key species, had gathered to defend the trading hub and confront the pirate threat. Admiral Mitchell reviewed the tactical displays, ensuring every detail was accounted for. Her second-in-command, Commander Jack Rhodes, approached with a report. "Admiral, all Allied forces are in position. The trading hub is secure, and we have a clear path to engage the pirates. The attack is expected to begin in less than an hour." Admiral Mitchell nodded, her gaze steady. "Prepare the fleet. We need to be ready for any move the pirates make. Our priority is to protect the trading hub and neutralize the pirate threat." The U.S. Vanguard and the Allied fleet moved into position, their ships forming a defensive perimeter around the trading hub. The atmosphere was tense as they waited for the pirates to make their move. The Allied ships, though varied in design and capabilities, were united in their mission to safeguard the galactic economy and stability. The waiting period was filled with anticipation. The crew of the U.S. Vanguard carried out final checks and briefings, their eyes frequently glancing at the tactical displays. The pirate threat had been neutralized once before, but this was a different scale of operation. The pirates had shown themselves to be cunning and dangerous, and the Allies needed to be prepared for anything. As the hour approached, the sensors on the U.S. Vanguard detected a surge of activity from the pirate base. The pirates were mobilizing their forces, readying their ships for the attack. The intelligence gathered had been accurate, and the Allied fleet was now facing the reality of the impending battle. Admiral Mitchell gave the command to engage. "All ships, engage the enemy. Protect the trading hub and neutralize the pirate threat. Remember, our goal is to secure the area and prevent any damage to the hub." The Allied fleet sprang into action, launching their attack on the pirate forces. The space around the trading hub erupted into a chaotic scene of flashing lights and energy blasts. The pirates, though numerous, were disorganized and struggled to coordinate their efforts against the well-prepared Allied forces. The U.S. Vanguard led the charge, its advanced weaponry and tactical systems giving it an edge in the battle. Admiral Mitchell coordinated the fleet's maneuvers, directing the ships to focus on key targets and neutralize the most significant threats. Her strategic decisions ensured that the Allied forces maintained a strong defense and kept the pirates at bay. The battle was intense, with both sides exchanging heavy fire. The Allied fleet's superior coordination and technology began to turn the tide in their favor. The pirates, realizing they were outmatched, attempted to retreat, but their efforts were hindered by the relentless pursuit of the human and Allied forces. Despite the fierce resistance, the Allied forces managed to gain the upper hand. The pirate ships, once a formidable threat, were now being systematically dismantled. The trading hub remained secure, and the Allies' swift and decisive actions prevented any significant damage. As the battle neared its end, Admiral Mitchell and her crew continued to press the attack. The remaining pirate vessels were either destroyed or forced to surrender. The U.S. Vanguard sustained some damage, but it remained operational, a testament to its resilience and the skill of its crew. With the pirates defeated and the trading hub safe, the Allied forces began the process of securing the area and assessing the aftermath. The victory was a significant achievement, demonstrating the effectiveness of the human fleet and its allies in confronting and overcoming a serious threat. Admiral Mitchell addressed her crew and the Allied representatives. "We have succeeded in our mission and protected the trading hub from a devastating attack. Our combined efforts have made a difference, and we have shown that we can be effective allies in the galaxy. This victory is a testament to our determination and cooperation." The Allied representatives expressed their gratitude and admiration for the human fleet's performance. The successful defense of the trading hub had not only prevented a major disaster, but also strengthened the bonds between humanity and its allies. In the aftermath of the showdown, the Galactic Council acknowledged the human fleet's role in the battle. The successful operation had demonstrated humanity's capabilities and contributions, leading to a renewed recognition of their value within the galactic community. As the U.S. Vanguard and the Allied fleet prepared to return to their respective missions, the impact of their victory resonated across the galaxy. The showdown had been a turning point, proving that despite the restrictions imposed by the ban, the human fleet could play a crucial role in maintaining peace and stability. Admiral Mitchell and her crew were hailed as heroes for their part in the operation. The success of the mission was a testament to their skill, bravery, and unwavering commitment to the safety of the galaxy. The journey of the human fleet was far from over, but the showdown had set a new standard for their contributions and role in interstellar affairs. The outcome. The aftermath of the showdown was marked by a mix of relief and reflection. The Allied forces had successfully thwarted the pirate attack, and the trading hub was safe. The battle had been intense, but the coordinated efforts of the human fleet and its allies had proven decisive. Now it was time to assess the results and consider the future. Admiral Sarah Mitchell stood on the bridge of the U.S. Vanguard, surveying the calm after the storm. The chaos of battle had given way to a more peaceful scene, with the Allied ships securing the area and beginning repairs. The U.S. Vanguard itself had sustained some damage, but it was still operational and ready for the next mission. Lieutenant Commander Emily Hart approached Admiral Mitchell with a report. "Admiral, the damage assessments are complete. We've sustained some hits, but nothing critical. Our engineers are already working on repairs. The Allied ships are also faring well, and the trading hub remains intact." Admiral Mitchell nodded, relieved by the news. "Good work, Commander. Let's ensure that our repairs are completed swiftly so we can continue to assist where needed. We need to show that we're ready for any future challenges." The success of the operation had significant implications for the human fleet. The Galactic Council and the Allied factions recognized their contributions and bravery. The human fleet's ability to protect a crucial trading hub and neutralize a significant threat had earned them considerable respect. As the U.S. Vanguard and its Allied ships began their journey back to their respective bases, there was a palpable sense of accomplishment among the crew. The mission had not only safeguarded the trading hub, but had also demonstrated humanity's capabilities and dedication to galactic security. Back at the Galactic Council headquarters, representatives from various factions convened to discuss the outcome of the operation. The Council had been impressed by the effectiveness of the human fleet and its allies. The successful defense against the pirate threat had shifted perceptions and opened new possibilities for cooperation. Counselor Ilara from the Vorton species addressed the assembly. The actions taken by the human fleet and its allies have been exemplary. Their success in defending the trading hub and neutralizing the pirate threat has proven their value as partners in maintaining galactic stability. We must consider this when reviewing the ban on human warships. The debate among the council members was lively. Many spoke in favor of reevaluating the restrictions imposed on human warships, citing the recent success as evidence of their potential. Others remained cautious, advocating for continued scrutiny before making any changes. Admiral Mitchell was summoned to address the council and provide her perspective on the recent events. The meeting was held in a grand chamber, with representatives from various species present. The atmosphere was charged with anticipation as Admiral Mitchell prepared to speak. Esteemed council members, Admiral Mitchell began. The recent operation was a testament to the dedication and skill of our crew and our allies. We successfully prevented a major disaster and demonstrated our commitment to galactic security. Our goal is to be a positive force in the galaxy, and we are eager to continue contributing in meaningful ways. The council listened attentively as Admiral Mitchell spoke. Her words emphasized the human fleet's adaptability and willingness to work with other factions to achieve common goals. The operation had shown that humanity could be a valuable partner in maintaining peace and stability. As the council session continued, discussions centered on the potential for future cooperation and the role of human technology in galactic affairs. The debate over the ban on human warships continued, but there was a growing recognition of the need to consider the human fleet's contributions in a new light. In the following weeks, the Galactic Council began to review the ban on human warships more thoroughly. The success of the recent operation had provided a basis for re-examining the restrictions. The Council acknowledged the human fleet's effectiveness in a non-combat role and the potential benefits of integrating their technology and capabilities into broader galactic security efforts. The human fleet's reputation continued to improve as they engaged in additional humanitarian and intelligence missions. Their contributions were increasingly recognized and valued by the galactic community. The positive impact of their efforts reinforced the case for reconsidering the restrictions and allowed for greater collaboration with other factions. Admiral Mitchell and her crew remained focused on their mission, working diligently to support their allies and address emerging threats. The success of the recent operation had bolstered their confidence and determination. They were prepared to face new challenges and continue their role as key players in the galaxy. As the Galactic Council deliberated on the future of human warships, the human fleet's ongoing efforts and successes played a crucial role in shaping the outcome. The recent battle had proven that humanity could be an effective and valuable partner in maintaining galactic stability. The outcome of the Council's review was anticipated with great interest. The shift in perceptions and the recognition of the human fleet's contributions indicated a potential change in the restrictions imposed on their warships. The future held promise for greater integration and cooperation with the galactic community. Admiral Mitchell and her crew looked forward to the next chapter in their journey. The successful outcome of the recent operation had set a new standard for their role in the galaxy, and they were ready to embrace the opportunities and challenges that lay ahead. The galaxy watched with anticipation as the human fleet continued to navigate the complexities of interstellar politics and security. The outcome of their efforts and the evolving relationship with the Galactic Council would shape the future of humanity's place in the galaxy.